World War II began in 1939. Nazi Germany, led by Adolf Hitler, aimed to expand its territory and implement Nazi ideology, seeking full domination over Europe. Hitler exploited German dissatisfaction with the Treaty of Versailles and the economic crisis of the 1930s to consolidate power. The Allies included Britain, France, the Soviet Union, and the United States, while the Axis powers consisted of Germany, Italy, and Japan. Nazi ideology was based on extreme nationalism and racial supremacy, aiming to create a vast empire in Europe and beyond. On September 1, 1939, Germany invaded Poland using blitzkrieg tactics. Tanks and aircraft advanced rapidly, breaking Polish communication lines. Cities were bombed, and civilians were thrown into terror. Newspapers published shocking images of the invasion, making the world aware that a massive war had begun. Thousands were killed in the first days, and Poland quickly fell under German occupation. While Europe was engulfed in conflict with Germany, Japan expanded its power in East Asia, soon drawing the United States into the war.
Halo, halo, czy nas słyszycie? To nasz ostatni komunikat. Dziś oddziały niemieckie wkroczyły do Warszawy. Braterskie pozdrowienie przesyłamy żołnierzom polskim walczącym na Helu i wszystkim walczącym gdziekolwiek się jeszcze znajdują. Jeszcze Polska nie zginęła. Niech żyje Polska!
On December 7, 1941, Japan attacked the U.S. naval base at Pearl Harbor, Hawaii. Thousands were killed or injured, and American ships and aircraft were destroyed. This attack brought the United States officially into the war, making it a truly global conflict. Japan carried out the attack to gain access to oil and raw materials in Asia, seeking dominance over the Pacific. With America joining the war, Europe and the West were also affected, and the people of London faced nightly bombings. London endured nightly bombings known as the Blitz. People took shelter in bomb shelters, subway stations, and basements, yet never lost hope. Homes, schools, and factories were destroyed, and thousands were killed. These bombings lasted approximately 75 consecutive nights in the autumn of 1940, with Germany aiming to break civilian morale and the economy. While Western Europe burned, Eastern Europe witnessed one of the bloodiest battles in history, the Battle of Stalingrad. The Battle of Stalingrad, 1942 to 1943, was one of the bloodiest and most crucial battles of World War II. German and Soviet armies clashed in freezing conditions, with over 2 million killed or wounded. Stalingrad was an industrial center with key communication lines, making its capture vital for Hitler. The Soviet victory marked a turning point in the European theater, initiating Germany's retreat. The Soviet victory in the East paved the way for the Allies in the West, as soldiers landed in Normandy. In 1944, Allied forces landed in Normandy, France. This massive operation involved American, British, and Canadian troops. Over 150,000 soldiers, 5,000 ships, and thousands of aircraft participated. Through bravery and sacrifice, the soldiers paved the way for the liberation of Western Europe and the defeat of Germany. After the Allied advance, Berlin was engulfed in flames, and the Nazi Empire was on the verge of collapse. By 1945, Berlin was a city of ruins, devastated by fire and bombings. Hitler was dead, and Nazi forces surrendered. The ruined city became a symbol of the end of the war in Europe and the total collapse of the Nazi Empire. With the war in Europe ending, the focus shifted to the east, as the United States used atomic bombs to force Japan's surrender. In the following months, the United States dropped 2 atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Thousands were killed or injured, forcing Japan to surrender. This event marked the official end of World War II and change the world forever. After the war ended, soldiers returned home, and people celebrated hope and joy in the streets. With the war finally over, soldiers returned home, and people celebrated hope and joy in the streets. Though the pain and scars of war remained, life and hope returned to the people. If you enjoyed this video and want to follow world history in a complete documentary style, make sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos.